Hey everybody, I just figured I'd show you the empty tank. What I'm doing here is just rearranging all the rock. Just every couple of months I like to do this. They bury it, and there's always, I like to pile up sand over on this side, and there's always a hole up here, so every couple of months I pull it all out and re-level the sand, and it really pisses them off. The water's really nasty right now because of it, and my dogs are barking. I rarely get a chance to see him because he's, nocturnal, but he's getting huge. He's really getting to be a beast, which is cool. Sorry about them dogs. There's the female. Don't see her very often either. Oh, dogs ran by, they took off, but there's the female, the kind of pinkish one with no tail, her right there. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to pull her out, but I'm worried that the stress of pulling her out will kill her. So, I don't know, let her die in here or pull her and let her die, I don't know. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys if I can get this to lighten up. There it is. Hey Lou, chill out. So anyway, there's all my rock. I'm just going to get it all rearranged, and so I'll probably be back here in a minute and show it to you guys. Alright, I changed my mind. I've decided to show, I know when I first started this, piling up rock and stuff, that I really didn't understand, how to do it without it caving and looking good. So after I've done this a bunch of times, I've decided the best ways to go are, first, it needs to be on the glass, right? So we'll just pick a piece here at random is how I do it. That'll work. So you pick a piece, and when you put it in, the most important part is, listen. That scratching sound you hear is it touching the bottom, the actual glass. If it sits on the sand, any fish, and especially cichlids, dig. And sand shifts, especially because I just went through and sifted it, it's going to settle. So if you set it on top of the sand, it's all going to collapse. That's just what's going to happen. So you got to make sure and touch the glass. The second thing is keep it away from the glass. Anywhere that it's too close to the glass to be able to get your scrubber in, you're not going to clean that patch of glass. You're going to end up with an algae spot just right there that you can't clean off unless you get down there. I don't know, it's just more of a pain in the ass, so just stay away from the glass. I like the way it looks. Sometimes I'll lean a piece, up against the glass because I think that looks kind of cool. They swim under it and stuff, but for cleaning purposes, don't do that. Also, you notice that there's nothing running in the tank. All my filters and everything are off. You can't see it as well as I can, but there is crap floating all in this water, mostly sand. And when your filters pick it up, it eats up the impellers. It won't kill them right now, but it will shorten their lifespan. I don't know. Test it if you want, but that's just my experience. The other thing that's very important is when you're putting rock in, don't think about it too much. If you think about it, you're going to go with the natural human tendency to make everything symmetrical. That's not how it works in nature. And it took me a while. My wife actually pointed it out to me, but it took me a while to grasp that. What you do is you grab something at random and then put it somewhere random. So I just grab this piece, and I'm going to set it here. But I want to put it somewhere where the cave is going to show. Let me see if I can get this on. There we go. And then again, touch the bottom. Nah, I don't really like that. But that's the point, right? Make sure everything is random, because if it's not random, then it will be symmetrical and it won't look natural, which is, what all of us are going for in these tanks. And then the other thing is, once you get it, shake it around and see how stable it is. If you, while shaking it around, knock it down, then it was eventually going to fall down anyway. So it's a good thing you caught it. So I guess that's all the tips I have. If anybody else has any other good tips, I'm sure I'm forgetting some, and there's probably some I didn't even know. Put them in the comments, and, we'll help teach some newer people. And, some of us guys that have been doing it a while, it'll help us learn, maybe some new tricks. So, alright, I'll be back once I'm done with this. See ya. Alright, I got all the lace rock in the tank. I think it's good. I got clearance between the rock and the glass everywhere. It's a lot taller. It's about midway up the tank in a couple of spots. Which is kind of one of the reasons I did it, hiding some of the equipment, the heaters, a little more hidden back there. But what I'm looking for now is all the fish are running scared, which is not really good, but They've got plenty of places to go, which is the main thing you want to do with cichlids anyway, is make sure that they have plenty of spots. So I think this is good. You know, I might mess with it a little bit more, but I think I'm pretty much done. So what I would do now is I'm going to turn off the light first and foremost, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow all the weaker fish to kind of come up to the level of the more aggressive fish with the lights off. Everything kind of calms down a little when the lights are off, and that'll kind of let everybody naturally find their spots. And it'll just be less aggressive over the next couple of days, rather than leaving the lights on right now. And then I'm also going to let the water, some of the sand settle, and then I'm going to do a big water change, because all the stress that's going on right now, plus I stirred up the sand, there's a bunch of crap coming out of it. So anytime you do this, it's a good idea to do a water change pretty much immediately after. I'm going to let the sand settle. Yeah, I might not. I might just do it. But either way, the lights go off pretty much right now as soon as I'm done with this video. Actually, you see it right now? They're being sort of aggressive. Because the lights are on, they can see each other. They're just kind of fighting and stuff. So, not good. So, yeah, I'm going to turn the light off. I'm going to close my blinds here. This is my my super high-tech glare destroyer. It's a sheet. So anyway, yeah, kill the lights, do a water change, and then just leave them alone for a while. I'm not going to feed them tonight. Normally I feed them twice a day, typically. Yeah, and then once all the sand settles, I'll turn all my stuff back on, and we'll be good. But I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you think. I think this is kind of cool. I just left this standing. It's really stable, so don't, tell me about myself on that. But I think that's kind of cool. It just stands off on its own. I really wish you could get the full effect on camera, but you just can't. I've got a couple of just standing on their own. It's the first time I've done that. I think it's kind of cool. So anyway, just moving the rock, and I figured I'd give you guys some pointers. So any of you guys that have any other pointers, throw them in the comments, and yeah, we'll get all our tanks looking good together. Oh, this is one of the spots I was telling you about. I meant to say that. You see this spot on the glass that's really covered in algae? That's because I had a piece of rock too close to get my cleaner in there. So, yeah. So, alright. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on YouTube.